Hey guys, we're the Beck family, and we own 3 businesses, all with the Black Dog name. And we're just excited to show you the behind the scenes of what it looks like to try to put all this craziness together.
So you guys are just now catching up with us, basically in midstream of massive chaos, just because that's, it's controlled chaos, I think, but it is very hectic, very busy. We have decided to go through a big name change and rebranding of our entire farmhouse store here in Jamestown, and so far it's going smoothly, but me being kind of the crazy forward thinker that I am, I can't wait to jump into these projects. And so instead of like closing down the store, doing it in a very timely fashion, pretty much
we're all in 3 days.
Yeah, pretty much have just jumped in to try to have it done in a very, very short window of time. So by the time Wednesday gets here, we got to have this thing back open and ready. So we got 2 tables left to move into the store. We've been working on the register area and kind of the front of the house type stuff. And Chelsea and Amber have been working on shifting things, but now we've got to still clean, we got to hang lights, we got to do all the little finishing touches before we open the doors at 7 a.m.
Down there, and she's all wrapped up.
Or come kick it. Let me
Say that. I think it doesn't look that like who's gonna be like, oh,
I mean,
supposed to.
I am.
That's the thing.
Right now, we're not taking on residential clients for one-time service. Honestly, I like it.
You see
I
me?
can see your face, yeah.
Oh no, if they come here to change, they're gonna like be sure to like
Oh, yeah.
do
She's
that.
changing. This is very different in this room. I mean,
You don't think any of these other rooms look different up here?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a lot more open.
See, but I don't know that people like that.
I think.
Well, what do you mean?
Stephen, it has always been you that wants it open in the middle.
I know.
Until you put your t-shirt table.
No, I do. I like it open, but I'm saying I don't know if other people do.
I think that when Christmas comes around, we turn this into a fake little Christmas tree right here.
Can you do like a fake fireplace with stockings?
We have like 1,000 real ones.
Oh yeah. Never mind.
I feel like we just need more stuff. That's my feeling all the time. We mostly finished the checkout area. Now we're gonna go to the shop. Are y'all gonna be able to do these rocking chairs?
We're gonna try.
So we're just now getting back to our shop here, and now this shop has kind of been a space of refuge for me. My grandfather and I share the space, and he's taught me a lot of what I do in the woodworking scheme of things, and so it's really special to still be able to work in the space and share it with him. And so right now it's a madhouse. We are still trying to get 2 tables finished up, some chairs, end tables, a console or 2, all for the store relaunch in, man, less than 9 hours from now, it feels like. By the time we want to have it set and ready, we just don't have tons of time left. So we're gonna get in here, try to knock out as much of that so we can get it over to the store. So what we have here is we have perpendicular boards running here to one another, and a simple wood filler that we use to try to fill in just a little bit of the gap that sometimes is left when we have these breadboard ends. And breadboard ends are essentially just, honestly, they're decorative. There's nothing that really is special about them other than making the tabletop look unique and pretty. And in this instance, a lot of times woodworkers will try to make everything 100% seamless, and certainly while that's the goal, I'm a little bit unorthodox in my mindset with woodworking and building all the pieces that we build in general. just that I, A, don't mind things being a little bit more rustic, but B, I realize that, you know, we're working with things that just naturally don't want to do what we want them to do. I mean, woodworking is all about basically making wood do things that we want it to do that it naturally probably doesn't want to do. So, in terms of fitting things together, we want it to look nice, even, smooth finish, and that's what we're working on here with these breadboard ends. But at the same time, we have to use some wood fill to try to get it as close as we can to a finished piece. So first, getting that wood filler off is kind of the first step to the process, and then what we do is we go to just an 80 grit sandpaper and start sanding it down from there.
I'm painting this, what's it called? Box. And we're gonna make a bench out of it.
A box.
With holes in it.
So this is going to end up being basically a cubby that we have a nice live edge piece of walnut. You don't get walnut pieces like that very often, so we really want that to be the show-stopping part of the furniture.
How long are you hanging out today?
I don't know. We have premarital counseling at 5:30,
Nice.
so
You should do that.
before then.
I would say that's a good thing for anybody to do.
Yeah.
Chelsea and I did not do it. And
Oh,
I
really?
Yeah, and I would say that I missed that aspect of. I really do. I mean,
Yeah.
I actually told Spencer, and I would re-emphasize this again to Spencer. Like, go ahead and talk about like every little minute detail you can before you get married, like where your kids are going to go to school, where you're going to live. Hey, here's another one I thought about: where you're going to spend Christmas at, and
Oh, yeah,
all
we
these
talked
other
about
kinds.
it.
I'm just saying,
Yeah.
you get that on. Make sure you're on the same page early.
Yeah.
I mean, me and Chelsea have worked that out now, where we're pretty much simpatico, but would have created a lot less headaches had we had talked about that, prior to.
Yeah.
Because you both go into it, like, if you don't talk about it, you probably both go into it with expectations of, like, okay, well, naturally we're going to be with my family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, where else would I be? And then, you get into it and it's like, wait, what? Like, you get a room? Yeah. So, part of what we really love bringing to our farmhouse is reclaimed, refurbished, vintage pieces of furniture. Just like this chair. Yeah, this isn't something that, we really do a lot of building of these ourselves, so I would rather go out, find something that somebody threw out as trash, essentially, and make it new. So what we've got here is we have taken the cushions, essentially, out of the bottom, because they were very right and correct for the period that they were built for. But what we're going to do is we are going to work on putting just some simple pine boards as the seat bottom for this. Now these are going to eventually get stained a classic gray color. But what I first have to do is essentially lay out the boards that are going to go in here, and I'll make some cuts on these in a second. But lay them out to the point where if I can actually get them to fit in there the way I want to, we're going to have to essentially go in here and trace how we're going to cut this new seat in on this wood. Make our cuts, staple it in, stain it, and then we'll have this seat finished up. My brain is being worked too hard for this. Well, maybe you could put your young brain to work. That I don't have that brain power, and figure this out then for a second instead of just going over there and Picasso in that leg base.
Hey, I'm being productive.
It's not gonna work.
I say
It looks like crap.
we just got to keep working on the tables. And worry about that later, because those are more important.
So, a lot of people that build tables, a lot of woodworkers, they see a knot hole like this and they probably immediately jump to filling that in. And while even on this particular tabletop here, we did do some fill-in work with some of the wood putty, I don't
normally, like I said, I'm not just the run-of-the-mill, you know, woodworker guy. I'm a little unorthodox, so I don't immediately fill these in. Now we can, and we have the materials to do it. If somebody orders it custom that way, then absolutely, you know, we'll look to fill every little crack, every little crevice, and never worry anything else about it. But by my choice, and on this table, since it's going in the store, it's not something that somebody's particularly pre-ordered a certain way. I like to leave that little deal in there just because that's natural. That's the way the wood is. And so I think that's a really cool aspect to this particular piece.
So this is a pine top that, again, not a custom order, just one that we're working on to fill in the store. And it's rough sawn yellow pine, nothing fancy, no frills about it. What I'm going to do with this is I'm really going to beat it up. I think just to go along with the rustic nature of it, that's why I've got the grinder out here, the angle grinder. We've made some marks into the wood where it's already burned it some. We're gonna bang it with some hammers, beat up with it on some chains, certainly sand it where it's smooth to the touch, but it's gonna look a lot aged when we finish it up. Yeah.
I think it's cool, yeah. It was just loud. I didn't like that.
What's up, Brandon and Steven with Black Dog?